Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you have ever tried creating an AI movie, then you already know the hardest part is in generating one amazing skin. It's creating skin after skin with the same characters, the same locations, the same visual styles, and making everything feel like one complete story. That's where most AI filmmakers get stuck. Well, Google Flow just introduced a brand new feature that makes this process much easier. And after testing it myself, I genuinely think it has the potential to change how many of us create AI movies. I'm Wilfred, and on this channel, I teach you how to use powerful AI tools using just your smartphone. No laptop, no expensive camera, no problem. If you are new here, welcome, and to everyone who has been supporting this channel, thank you so much. I truly appreciate every one of you. Now, let's jump straight into today's tutorial. The first thing you need to do is to open your Google browser and make sure you're already signed into Google Flow. For this tutorial, I'm actually using the desktop version of the website on my smartphone. I know many people may assume you need a computer to access advanced AI tools, but that's simply not true. Switching your browser to desktop gives you access to almost everything you'll find on a PC, and that's exactly what I'm using right now throughout this video. Once you are inside Google Flow, click on New Project. This opens the fresh workspace where we will build our AI movie from start to finish. At first glance, the interface can feel a little overwhelming because there are so many different tools available. You will notice options like AI subtitle generator, brand cursor builder, character persona generator, and several others. They are all useful in their own ways, and I will definitely cover some of them in the future videos. But for today, that's not where we are going. Instead, move to the top of the page and click on templates. This is where things started getting interesting for me. Inside the template section, you will find several creative tools including Simple Sketch, Skin Explorer, Image Editor, and many more. Scroll through the list until you find Storyboard Studio. Then click on it to open it. Once it loads, you will immediately notice that this workspace is designed specifically for building complete AI stories instead of creating random individual videos. Before we generate anything, Google Flow asks us to choose the visual style of our story. This step is actually more important than many people realize because your chosen style affects how your entire movie looks from beginning to the end. Whether you're creating realistic films, anime, cartoons, or cinematic animations, this is where that decision begins. For this tutorial, I'm choosing the 3D animation style because I think it works really well for storytelling. After selecting it, simply click Get Started. Now we are taken to what I think is one of the most smartest parts of this entire workflow, the script section. Every great movie starts with a story, so the first thing we need is a script. I'll simply paste my story into the editor. Once you have done that, click the arrow to continue. Google Flow will spend a few moments reading through your script and organizing everything automatically. Honestly, this surprised me. I expected it to simply display the text I pasted, but instead it analyzed the story, separated it into skins, identified the dialogue, and organized everything, actions, and prepared everything for the next stage. Of course, it is still worth reviewing everything yourself, but having all the preparation done automatically saves an incredible amount of time. Instead of spending hours organizing your story manually, you can focus on improving it. Once your script is ready, we are going to move over to the assets section. Normally, this is where AI creating movies becomes very time consuming. You have to design every character, create every location, think about the props, and somehow keep everything consistent throughout the entire film. But Storyboard Studio automates a huge part of that process. Simply click on Autofill Assets. Google Flow starts reading through your script again, but this time it is creating the characters, locations, props, and other elements needed for your story. This is probably one of my favorite parts because you don't have to accept everything it generates. If a character doesn't look the way you imagined, you can regenerate it. If a location isn't quite right, you can adjust it. You are always in control while you're letting AI do the most of the heavy lifting for you. Once all your assets have been generated, it's time to build a storyboard. Click on Storyboard. At first, you will see empty storyboard frames waiting to be filled. Simply click on Autofill. Now, Google Flow begins generating every skin based on your script, characters, locations, and prompts. This is where everything finally starts coming together. Instead of imagining what your movie might look like, you are actually seeing it skin by skin. Each frame follows your story, includes the correct characters, and even suggests camera angle that helps your movie feel more cinematic. Watching the storyboard build itself was the most moment I realized just how powerful this new feature really is. Before moving to the next step, there is one simple small tip I don't want you to miss. Make sure you save your project before opening another browser tab or leaving the page. If you don't save it, you risk losing your storyboard, your script, breakdown, and everything you have created, forcing you to start all over again. It only takes a few seconds to save, and it can save you hours of work. Now it's time to bring our characters to life. Open all media, then select one of your characters. Click Select Voice. Google Flow gives you several AI voices to choose from. I won't write this step because the right voice can completely change how a character feels on screen. Take your time to listen to a few options until you find one that matches your character's personality. Once you have chosen a voice, repeat the same process for every character in your story. Now we reach the final step, turning your storyboard into an actual AI movie. Open the first storyboard frame, click the plus icon inside the prompt box to add your storyboard image. One thing I highly recommend is keeping agent mode turned on. This is another feature that saves a huge amount of time. Instead of writing complicated animation prompts from scratch, agent mode already understands your storyboard and helps generate the instructions automatically. All you need to do is to describe how you want the skin to play out. For example, you can ask for slow-mo cinematic camera movement, emotional facial expressions, dramatic lighting, or smooth character animations. The AI takes care of translating those instructions into a detailed animation prompt behind the scenes. Once everything looks good, click on Generate. After waiting a few minutes, your storyboard frame transforms into a fully animated skin with synchronized dialogue, consistent characters, and visuals that match the rest of your movie. Seeing those static storyboard images come to life was honestly my favorite part of this entire process. Instead of creating disconnected clips one at a time, you are building a complete movie where every skin feels like it belongs. And that's exactly why I think Storyboard Studio is one of the biggest updates Google Flow has released for AI filmmakers. If you have been struggling with the inconsistent characters, changing backgrounds, or spending hours trying to organize your projects, I think this feature is definitely worth exploring. I would love to know what you think. Have you already tried Storyboard Studio or this is your first time seeing it? Let me know in the comments below. If you find today's tutorial helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe because I upload more AI tutorials designed specifically for smartphone users. My goal is to help you create professional AI content without needing expensive equipment or complicated software. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your continued support, and as always, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
I still can't believe this beautiful place is ours.
Neither can I, but it already feels like home.
Looks like someone approves.
Best breakfast in years.
Starting our new life.
Yours is coming too.
He thinks every meal belongs to him. This is absolutely perfect. Every adventure is better when we're together. And someone deserves an award for carrying the basket.
Max, what is it?
He's never acted like this before.
Come on, let's see where he's taking us.